So the World Test Championship cycle has started off the business end, in a very grand style. Australia have won the first test against the West Indies by 164 runs, and they have further consolidated their position in the race to be the finalists in the 2023 World Test Championship final. Now, how does this win impact India's chances? Well, I will just give you a brief explanation as to how this test match panned out. So, Steve Smith and Marnus Labuschagne hit double hundreds and ensured Australia were in a commanding position. West Indies were unfortunately bowled out for 283 with Mitchell Starc and the rest of the bowling attack contributing well. Then, Marnus Labuschagne did the double, scoring 100, and he became only the 8th individual to achieve this feat. West Indies put up a fight with Craig Brathwaite scoring a fantastic century, but apart from that, Nathan Lyon's 6 for 128 ensured Australia won by 164 runs in their chase of 498. It was quite a good fight by the West Indies at the New Perth Stadium, but unfortunately, this result means that West Indies has not won a test match in Australia for the last 25 years. 1997 was the last time they had won it, and now it's 2022. They are yet to win a test match in Australia. So, after this result, how does the World Test Championship cycle table look like? As you can see, Australia are sitting pretty with 72.73 percentage points, followed by South Africa with 60. Sri Lanka are third with 53.33 and India are fourth with 52.08. In Pakistan, on the other hand, they are playing a vital 3-match series against England. But looking at the condition and looking at the situation that is there in the Rawalpindi test, it looks as if this match is heading for a dull draw, which impacts Pakistan's chances in a big way. India, on the other hand, now their task has been made much more difficult because they will have to win all 6 tests by a big margin. Because remember, they also have penalty points also. So that will also make a huge difference in the percentage calculation. India with 52.08, their plight is pretty bad. But for India to qualify now for the final, they'll have to hope that South Africa slip up big time in their 5 tests, which will be 3 against Australia and 2 against the West Indies. So what are the upcoming test series now? Australia will take on West Indies in the pink ball test, and if West Indies manage something spectacular in that, then the entire equation changes. Remember, the Adelaide pink ball test is from December 8th to 12th and against Australia versus West Indies, followed by potentially the series that decides who plays the final. Australia versus South Africa, 3 tests begin from mid-December till January. The Boxing Day test and the New Year Day test also will be there. India versus Bangladesh also begins, 2 tests from 14th to 18th, 22 to 26th. Australia versus India. Potentially, if you have to look at it, the second finalist in that ICC World Test Championship final cycle could be decided in this series in February, March, the Border Gavaskar Trophy that will start from February to March. The venues are so far, there is Chennai, Nagpur, Rajkot, and we may see Delhi hosting a test match or Dharamshala. So that is the situation that we have at this point in time. Pakistan versus New Zealand in addition to Pakistan versus England. So 4 more tests for Pakistan to ensure they improve their percentage points, which is 51.85. With the Rawalpindi test heading for a draw, their prospects have taken a big hit. So, South Africa versus West Indies, that is the last 2 tests in this cycle in March. So, if Australia-South Africa doesn't go either team's way, if South Africa-Australia hold on for a 1-1 draw, or if Australia win the series, or if South Africa wins the series, then South Africa versus West Indies assumes even more importance for the Proteas. Remember, these are the 2 teams, Australia and South Africa, who are very much in contention, and the winner of this series will go on to ensure they seal a spot in the World Test Championship cycle. Australia, India, South Africa and you may say to a certain extent India. These are the only 4 teams, along with Pakistan, with a very, very faint chance of qualifying for the World Test Championship final. So this is an action-packed calendar that we have from December to March. Because South Africa, after the series against Australia, the 3 tests, they do not play any form of international cricket until February because the SA20 is there. And after that, they will play 3 ODIs and 2 ODIs against England and the Netherlands respectively, followed by 2 tests and a couple of ODIs against the West Indies. So that is the calendar that we have. But Australia's win today has made it slightly more difficult for the likes of India and South Africa. I'm not counting Sri Lanka in this cycle because they only have 2 tests remaining, and that is against New Zealand. They have played the most number of series in this cycle. So they have already played 5. They have to play 1 more overseas series, that is in New Zealand. But apart from that, Pakistan still have 4 tests remaining. India have 6 tests remaining. South Africa have 5 tests remaining. Australia have a staggering 8 tests remaining to ensure that they can seal their spot in the ICC World Test Championship cycle. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from sports today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.